Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on an interpenetration and development drawing. So this is page 84 from the JPEGD workbook. So I'll take you step by step through the question, showing you how to approach it and avoid common mistakes. So make sure you have your instruments, your workbook, and page 84. And then now we can start with the question. So I'll just read through the instructions here. So we are given the top view and an incomplete front view of a right regular triangular pipe that penetrates a right regular hexagonal pipe. The axes of both pipes lie in a common vertical plane, and we are also given the auxiliary view of the triangular pipe, which is this one, right? And the position of point S on the drawing sheet. So we have the position of point S there. So we are given these two views and also the auxiliary view for the branch pipe there. So obviously we have the front view there and the top view there. So this front view is incomplete, so we have to complete it by drawing in the curve of interpenetration somewhere there, right? Okay, so we have point S there, so I'll start with this hexagon shape. We are given that from this point to that point is 60, so I'll divide that by 2 so that I can measure 30 on my compass, and then I can draw a circle. So I'll take my set square there and measure 30. Then I'll just draw a circle there, but before that obviously I have to draw center lines. So just quickly draw the center lines like that, and the vertical center line there. Okay, so before I draw this view, let me just read the instructions quickly. Draw to scale 1:1, so that means I have to use scale 1:1 to draw the following views. We have to draw the given top view, the left view, and the complete front view, right? Obviously I have to show the curve of interpenetration on the front view, and also we have to develop the surface of the triangular pipe, and we have to make edge A the seam. So where is that edge? So that edge is right there, so this is edge A, so this will be our seam when we develop that branch pipe, right? So we have to develop only the triangular pipe there, so this is very important. So we are not required to develop the two pipes, but we have to develop the triangular pipe only, right? So make sure you highlight that part, and that's it. So I can just start with my drawing. So obviously I'll start with the hexagon there, so I'll measure 60, not 60, half of 60, which is 30. So measure 30 on my compass like that, then draw a circle like construction like that. So on that circle, obviously we have 2 points right now. We have this point and that point, right? So it's this point and that point. So now that means I'll put my compass on those points to draw arcs like that, and also I'll put my compass on this point as well, draw an arc this side and arc that side. Okay, so now I can just draw in my hexagon there. So I'll just draw in my hexagon. Let me take my marker. Okay, so now I have my hexagon, so I can just project all the points up so that I can just draw the front view of the pipe. So for me to get this lines or edges, obviously I have to project the points from the top view, right? So I'll use the hexagon. So I have the hexagon there, so I'll have to measure 20 millimeters going up. So from here, I'll just measure 20 millimeters going up, 20 millimeters, mark the point there, then I can just draw a light construction there. So let me just move my drawing board down. So now I can just project all the points up to that section so that I can just draw the front view of the pipe. Okay, so what's the height of the pipe? We are given that it's 60, so I'll just mark off 60 there. 60 is right there, right? So I can just draw in a line there and a line there, the base. And I can just draw this edge this side, and this edge right here. But this one I'll just leave it open because remember I have to add that branch pipe here, right? Okay, so now if I look at the given views, so because now I have the hexagon and the front view of that pipe, so now I have to come up with this pipe, right? The triangular pipe. So for me to come up with this, I'll have to draw the auxiliary view first. So obviously we are given that from the base going up to there, it's 13. So on my front view, I'll just measure that dimension. It's 13 going up. So mark there. Alright, and then I can just project that to my left hand side, just like that. And then I can just draw my my auxiliary view somewhere there. But before that, let me just make sure that I have this line here in light construction. So we are given that from the center line to where the triangular pipe ends, it's 50. So I can just measure 50 there so that I know where to start drawing the auxiliary view. So okay, so now that means I can start anywhere from the side. So I can just mark a point there. So we are given that the sides of the triangle is 40. So from this point, I'll just measure 40 going to the left. So this is 40. Then now I can just take my compass and measure 40 millimeters. Put my compass on that point. Draw an arc. Put my compass on this point. Do the same thing. Draw an arc. Like that. So where they intersect, it's a point. So I can just connect the points there. Just like that. And then now I can project this height of the triangle to our front view there. Just like that. Because remember, I'm trying to draw this part, right? Okay. So now because I have that part, so now I have to try and draw this part of the top view, right? So I have an auxiliary view there for the branch pipe. So remember from our instructions, they said the axes of both pipes lie in a common vertical plane. So that means for me to draw this part of the object, I will have to use the auxiliary view. So remember this is the top view, right? That means we are looking at this from the top. So this edge, it's this edge A there, right? So I can just take this measurement because it's 40 from here to there. That means from here to there it's 40, right? And then obviously here I have the center line. So the center line is right there. So on this line I'll measure 20 this side, 20 down, right? Okay. So I have to measure 20 going up, 20 going down, which is 40 there. Okay, and then I can just draw in the edges there. Just like that. So this part here, edge A. Okay, so remember I have to label, so I'll just label here A, B, C. Alright, so this point here is A, so I'll just label the point A. Then we'll have B the side, and C the side. Okay, so because we have A there, this will be this point here. I'll make it A1. Then this point here, I'll make it C1. Here B1. Okay, and then I have to label the points on the hexagon. So I have point 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so here we have 2 points on the same line, so that means I'll have 2 and 3 there, 2 and 3. Remember, this is a prism, so we have line 2, 2 and line 3, 3. Then here we have 2 points as well, 1 and 4. So 1 and 4, 1 and 4. And here we have 5 and 6. So it's 5 and 6, 5 and 6, right? Okay. So now, because we have points from the top view, those points, I will have to project those points up to our front view, just like that. Okay, and then now I have to draw in my part there, this pipe, right? Okay, so the pipe starts from here, so I can just draw that in from there to here. And then obviously we have A there, right? A is there, and we also have A1, so A1 is right there. So now I'm trying to come up with the curve of interpenetration on our front view. Remember, we have to complete the front view by showing the curve of interpenetration. So I'll draw the curve of interpenetration using these points right here from our top view, because I have to project these points up so that I can come up with the curve of penetration somewhere there. Okay, so I have A1 there, right? Then here I have 2 points, it's B and C, so it's B and C here, right? Remember, for B we have B1 there, and for C we have C1 there. So they are on the same line, there's 2 points, so C1 and B1 they are here. So I have B1 there and C1, alright? And obviously I can just connect B with B1 from our front view. So from B to B1, and then C to C1 is hidden, it's just that side behind. So from there I can just connect this edge because we have an edge there, so I can just draw that in from here to there. Okay, and then if you check from A1 to B1, we can't just connect these 2 points by drawing a straight line. We can't do that. Why? Because if you check from the top view, we don't have a straight line from A1 to B1, right? So we have this edge, right? So that means we must have a point somewhere here on this line. So for us to come up with that point, we have to draw the left view first, so that I can just project that point to our front view. Right, so for now I can just only connect these points here, up there, and here. Right, then I'll just leave my front view like this. So now I'll have to just draw the left view this side. Right, so before that I have to add my XY line, the vertical one. So I'll have XY line there, 10 millimeters. Then draw the vertical XY line. So we have x, y, x1, y1, right? So because my top view is complete, let me just mark that off. So I'm trying to draw the left view now. So obviously I'll have to add the 45-degree line there. And from there I can just project all the points to the 45-degree line. Forgot these 2 points. Okay, so now obviously we are looking at this front view from this direction, from our left hand side. So I'll see this pipe first, the triangular pipe. So obviously I must have these 3 points right here, right? So I'll start with A. So A is on this line, and then they connect there. So this is our point A. Okay, and B is on this line, connect right there. So this is point B, and C, we connect there. So this is our point C. So I can just connect these points right away, just like that. Okay, so I'll start with this edge, edge 1. So this edge is right there, 1 is there from the base, and we have 1 as well there. So it's point 1 and 1 there. So I can just draw in that edge there. Okay, because we're looking from this direction, right? So we have 6 line, edge 6, 6. So we have that line there, but now obviously that line is from there to there and from here to there. So let me just plot those points. So I have a point there and a point there. So this here we have 2 points, right? 2 and 6 on the same line. So it's 2 and 6. Okay, so I can just leave it as it is right now. So obviously they're there. Okay, and then we have 3 and 5. 3 is there, no, just there. So 3 and 5 there from the base and up there. 3 and 5. Then the last one is 4. 4 is there. So I can just connect this like that. So I can just draw in the base there and the base up there. Okay, so now I'm left with line 6 6, right? So obviously that line starts from there up to there. So I'll just draw that line, that edge from that point up there up to here, and then even down there. And this side as well, do the same thing from there to there, and from here to there. Okay, so this is our left view. This view is complete. So I can just mark this point there. Okay, so now I have to complete the front view. Remember, I'm not done with the curve of interpenetration. So I'll have to project these points because I was looking for these points, right? So I have to project these points to our front view there. So I'll just project, because I couldn't project these points, right, to our front view, so I had to draw the left view so that I can just get those points because obviously they are there. So now I can just project them to our front view. So from here, let me use my pencil. Okay, just like that. So now let's see. So we have the point, which is this point, right? So where they connect, it's a point there. Right, so now that means for me to connect A1 and B1, I will have to draw a straight line from A1 to this point and then back to B1 there. Alright, so here I will just draw in a straight line, and then from that point just connect with B1. So this is our curve of interpenetration. So that's where this triangular pipe interpenetrate this main pipe there. Alright, okay, so we are done with the front view. Can mark that off. So now we're left with the last view, which is the development of the surface of the triangular pipe. So that pipe is this one, right? So I have to draw the development of this pipe. So I have space this side, so I'll just draw the development of the triangular pipe this side. So obviously this is the triangular pipe, so I'll just draw a vertical line there like that. Then I'll have the first point there. Remember, from the instructions they said A is the seam, so that means we are cutting this pipe here. Alright, so I'll start with A. So this is our A, and then obviously I must have 3 sections there. Why? Because this is a triangular pipe. A triangle consists of 3 equal sides, so I must have those sides here. Right, so I can just take my compass, because all the sides of the triangle they are equal. So I'll just measure this distance. We were given that it's 40, so from point A I'll mark there 40, put my compass there as well, mark again, and there as well, mark again. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 sides of the triangle. Then from those points I can just draw construction lines there, the folding lines. So I have to draw that in like that. Then remember I have B there, C, and back to A. So I must have 2 A's there because of the seam. Okay, so now I'll take the measurements from the top view, because obviously I'm looking at this view or this pipe directly. So this is the true length, this is the true length, this is the true length of the pipe, right? So I'll start with A. So we have A to A1, right? So I have to take that length and mark it this side. So A1 will be there, A1 will be there. So this is our point there. So this is A1, A1. Okay. And then I'll move to B. So for B, remember we have B1 there. So I'll take the distance, right, and mark that on B. So this is point B1. So this length is equal to that length for C to C1, right? So I can just take that and mark it on C, just like that. So I have a point there. This is C, this is B1, and this is C1, right? Remember, between A1 and B1 there's a point there. So between A1 and B1 we must have that point somewhere there, right? So now how are you going to get that point? So we have to go to our left view and check where is this point. So that point is right there, right? So I have to take the distance from the point B to that point and mark it there. Because why? Because this is the true length, so this is not the true length, right? So this is the true length here. So I have to take the distance and mark it there, right? And also here, remember we have a point between A1 and C1, which is this one. So obviously the distance is equal to that one. I can take it and mark it there. I put my compass on C, not on A, because obviously I put my compass on C there. So I have to put my compass at C as well here. So from those points I can just draw what? Construction lines going up, construction line going up. So obviously from those lines I'll have to mark the distances from the base of the pipe. Let me just project that to here, that to there. So I'll take this distance because this is the true length, and then on that line I mark that and I mark on that line. Okay, so I have a point there, I have a point there. So now I can just complete my development. So here I'll just have a straight line from A1, and then connect those points. And I'll have a straight line there, connect those points, just like that, and then draw in the base there. So now I have to add the folding lines. So I'll start with this edge there, A1, right? So B1, it's a folding line because it's an edge, right? It's this edge here, B1. Then we have C1, like that, and the seam right there. So here we are not allowed to draw solid lines. Why? Because we don't have an edge there, so it's a flat surface here. So that means we'll have this surface, right? So this is the development of the triangular pipe. So this drawing is complete now. So let me just confirm from the instructions. So we have the development of the surface of the triangular pipe. So show all necessary constructions and fold lines. Okay, so I'm done with this drawing. So this is the complete drawing for this question.